Hey, imagine this! You're flying a massive B-52 bomber over the dark waters of the South China Sea. Suddenly, a Chinese fighter jet screams up beside you, so close, you could count the bolts on its wings. 10 feet away. One wrong move, and it's not just a close call. It's an international crisis. That's not a movie scene. That's exactly what happened on October 24, 2023. And just a few months before, in June, a U.S. Navy destroyer, the USS Chunghoon, was forced to slam on the brakes as a Chinese warship cut across its bow in the Taiwan Strait, ignoring every attempt at communication. These near misses aren't random, they're warning signs. So, what's really going on? Both the US and China are flexing their muscles in the Western Pacific, especially around Taiwan. But as their ships and planes get closer, the risk of a deadly accident skyrockets. It's not about some secret plan for war. It's about miscalculations, split-second decisions that could spiral out of control. Here's the scary part. The US and China barely talk to each other when it comes to military operations. During the Cold War, the US and the Soviet Union, two nuclear-armed rivals, actually set up hotlines, signed agreements, and created rules to keep their militaries from accidentally starting World War III. Did it always work? No. But it made things a lot less dangerous. The US has tried for decades to set up similar guardrails with China. Military hotlines, protocols, even basic rules for encounters at sea and in the air. But Beijing is wary. They see these moves as ways for the US to box them in or gather intelligence. So every time the US calls for more communication, China hesitates. Now, with China's military growing fast and US power still unmatched, the stakes have never been higher. One misread maneuver, one ignored radio call, and suddenly, two superpowers could be on the brink, over something neither side ever wanted. So, what's the lesson? It's not just about who's got the bigger ships or faster jets. It's about trust, and the danger when it's missing. If the world's most powerful militaries can't talk, they're playing a high-stakes game of chicken, with all of us watching from the sidelines. If you're curious about how close we really are to a crisis, and what it would take to pull back from the edge, hit subscribe. Because this story, it's just getting started.